I play Wilbur in Hairspray, so I'm Tracy Turnblad's dad. Shane Jacobson is my wife, as Edna, not as Shane. My character is full of heart and support for Tracy, whereas Edna's a bit more protective of her, whereas I teach Tracy to encourage her to follow her dream. And if her dream is to try and get on the Corny Collins show when she wouldn't be the natural first choice of people watching the show, then my dad goes, if that's your dream, honey, you go for it. Because Wilbur's dream was to open a joke shop, which he was probably never going to, retire and buy an island in Fiji with the proceeds of opening a joke shop, but that was his dream. And so I think it's a really nice message, and he has a lot of heart. And he does it through humour and jokes and waka waka waka. And that's not the sort of character I normally play, and so it's nice to visit that more slapsticky side of my skill set.
So what attracted you to the role?
The cast mainly. The cast was really the first thing. I love the musical and I love the movie. I thought John Travolta and the movie were amazing. Michelle Pfeiffer, Christopher Walken. And so I knew it. I loved the soundtrack. But the first thing I said was, who's in it?
You've done so much work with Shane. What's it like with Shane now as your love interest as a woman?
Well, great. And the great thing about it too, I think, is because he's so blokey.
Yeah.
Shane is so blokey. And so seeing him do the female thing is really interesting. And his character is charming. She's so sweet. The way he's been playing her in rehearsals is with this slight lisp.
Okay.
Which really sort of makes her even sweeter.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that'll let me end up what he comes out with for the stage, but he's finding these different voices and stuff. And watching that process of Shane's in the rehearsal room is actually really interesting because he's such an actor, and I can see him making certain choices. So, but I hope he uses the lisp because the lisp is so sweet. Tracy Turnblad. Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh, it's cute. And final thing, what do you want audiences to take away after seeing this show?
I want them to come out as a family and get kids away from their screens again after years of needing their screens. I think that's a great thing, and also they'll enjoy the soundtrack, which is amazing. But I think there's also the message of inclusivity and anti-discrimination. I think that's a really great message for kids to learn, particularly, and it's a discussion we are all having on a daily basis now. And this is done in a musical theatre, a fun and funny musical theatre, tied up in a really lovely bow, but there's a really great and gorgeous message at the heart of it, which I think is poignant, that we should still talk about. So come and have fun and have something to talk about in the car on the way home.